Good morning, all, and welcome to iPhone Smart. We're going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to do a preview of Kenilworth, but I'd like to also make use of the new functionality to just show you how we can use that to actually allow us to preempt what's going to happen during the day. So we have the JTR combos, and on the JTR combos we have the ranking averages of each and every runner. We've got the greenie points, the total T curve, the bat 42, the bat curve. Now those are the most important columns as far as these 20 columns. So you'll see the T curve here, the bat curve, the greenie points, etc. Also, the JTR detail has an average ranking of each runner. So in this case, Seeking the Peace has an average ranking of 2.2 and so forth. And that is that average ranking that we are talking about. If we look at 2.2 for Mike Stewart and Jay Solomons, then we can go down here to see Mike Stewart and Jay Solomons has a ranking of 2.2, and they are first on overall ranking and first on greenie points and T curve. So in that specific race, we do not have a whole lot to go by because everything is first timers. So I've loaded up on the bipod, as you can see, 45713, because pretty much everything is in the betting here, and we don't have much to go by. In the second race, you will see that Wife of Windsor is now scratched, and in the second race, 3468 is the smaller perm with 7 and 9 for the bigger perm. Now, if I look at the second race, to give you an idea, I can see Adam Marcus has had 17 runs since his last winner. I can see that his ranking is 74th in the country, and I can see that Craig Zackie's ranking is 13th in the country. So it's not the greatest of combination in hot form at the moment. So that's a bit of a worry, just purely because the guy is not in form. The trainer is not in form. But in saying that, you see that we have Craig Zackie on Adira as best greenie points, best bat 42, and best bat curve. So interesting runner, that one. And also what I can spot from there is that Dennis Dreyer has Craig Zackie in the 7th race on Double Rainbow, but he doesn't have Craig Zackie on Duchess of Sussex, and Duchess of Sussex was ridden by Craig Zackie the previous time, by Sean Veal the previous time, and now by Sele. So a bit of a worry for me that Sele is riding on Duchess of Sussex, purely because he probably had the services of Craig Zackie for the other runner, but Adam Marcus kept Craig Zackie onto Adira that got a little bit of support the last time and didn't do all that badly. So a bit of a roughie for me, Adira. Maybe that run wasn't all that great, and we might just see a little bit more from him over the extra 200 meters. So a bit of a roughie, that Adira. And if you look at his races to follow, you see Adam Marcus has the Bull at 7-1 with the third greenie points, total T curve, and bat curve in the very following race. So we use this JT combo sheet to look at any potential doubles that may possibly occur, just to see how the day is going to pan out. So here we have Arthur Marcus. Brett Crawford has had 4 runners since his last win. Ranking of 8th with Marcus, also a ranking of 8th. And Marcus got these 3 rides here in race 5, 6, and 7 that all looks pretty decent. Real Gone Kid is got a 3 ranking average. So in the whole field, he's got on average a ranking of third best on all the indicators, which is pretty good. And he's also got a ranking of first on green points, on T curve, and on bat curve. And the very next race, we also have Walk of Fame, first on greeny points, on T curve, on bat 42, and on bat curve. So these are the potentials of place doubles or win doubles that may occur during the day. And if you see the first one materializing, it's normally a good sign that the second one has a decent chance of happening as well. And you can use these to actually hedge your winning bets to narrow down the amount of runners that has a significant real chance to be the winner on the day. Some more examples of these, as I'm just looking through. This is a Dean Cannemeyer and Keegan de Melo Irish morning here with first on bat curve, and later there is Lion's Head with also very good stats. So I do like to look at those. Here we have Jeff Woodruff, World's Your Oyster, first on greeny points, first on bat 42, and later we followed up with Liam Tarantal, Moroccan Flame. That's got very good ratings all around as well, and they are very big prices, both of them, 10 to 1 and 10 to 1. So I normally look at that to try and plan my day ahead to see, okay, who's really got some good chances here. Harold Crawford here, Bite My Lip, has got some decent here, and later Rewrite the Stars. Not so good, but decent enough. Justin Snaith and Richard Fourie has got Viridian Light, followed by Dark Crystal, and then later Mach 4. And Michael Robinson has got After the Storm at 20 to 1, which is second here on bat curve. And then later today, Dirty Nelly, which is first on bat curve. So if you see the first one running into a place or even winning, then you joint with these very good rankings, you normally could see that there's a decent chance of him trying to do the double, expecting another good run, because trainers also plan their day, trainers also play exotics, trainers also bet. I'm not saying they should be, but they definitely do. And that's why they plan their day ahead as well. So I'm trying to look for any combinations here where the trainer has his day planned. A lot of the time these combinations also occurs in the exotic races. So say for instance we've got a 6-legged pick 6, and a trainer knows that his one horse has a really good chance of winning. He'll probably look at banking that horse, and then he only has a 5-legged pick 6, or he might be looking at doing a double, and then he has a 4-legged pick 6. So these are the kind of things that I'm looking ahead for. Now, how else can we use this? If I'm looking at down the line here, and I'm saying, okay, Brett Crawford's in really good form. He's 4th, and Arthur Marcus is 8th. They both have flames, so you can see the flame means he's in very hot form. And that in combination with these really good rankings means that these runners should have Captain, Walk of Fame, and Real Gone Kid should have a decent chance of performing. When I look at Keegan de Melo with the flame here, his ranking doesn't agree with me that much on Variety Breeze, so a little bit more hesitant to think that he's going to have a good run. So I'm trying to look for these different combinations. Now, if Arthur Marcus is running all these runners for Brett Crawford, and then Marcus is running down here for Candice Bass Robinson on Glacier Gold, then this is a runner of interest for me, because I would imagine that Marcus had the choice to ride, and there's flames on Bass Robinson and flames on Marcus. So in this example, with these kind of rankings, my first choice would first be Glacier Gold. In this example, you can see the average ranking 3.6 versus a 6.3 as well. And up the top here, a ranking of 4.71 for Grant van Niekerk and Andre Nel, which is followed by a pretty decent His Choice. So there's 2 rides for Grant van Niekerk here, and both these rides, I'm looking at a little bit of anticipation on those, especially the first leg of it. If the first leg materializes, then you know that they are pretty prepared to try and also do the same for the second leg. If you look at Richard Fourie and Justin Snaith here, these are all in the pick 6, Viridian Light, Hyde Park, Dark Crystal, and Mach 4. Michael Robinson with Robert Carty. Now, interesting that after the storm, Michael Robinson has got flames with Carty, so they are in hot form, and also with Jacobs. So both of these are pretty decent runs, but then Robinson has had 18 runs for a win, which is a little bit concerning. Mike Stewart, on the other hand, has had 0 runs for a win, so I would definitely respect him with a ranking of 1-1 on Solomon's, because he is in pretty hot form. So I know it's a lot to take in, it's a lot of information, but it does help you to just try and preempt and plan ahead. Then you can go to the JTR detail here, and this is not a good example because there's a lot of blanks in the field of first timers, but if you move from that on to the next race, you could get a complete ranking from best to worst in any of these races. And it's a very nice summary view. If I'm looking at this horse now, Adira is ranked first on greenie points, on Bomroll 42, 84, 168, Bomroll curve, bat 42, 84, bat 168, and bat curve. And the exact course and distance bat is ranked second. So that's a little bit of a horse of interest for me. And you can easily see where the stronger rankings is. On the right hand side, it's all the form, and on the left hand side it's the intentions as well. So you sort of try to also get a very strong combination of the two to have a better idea of whether the form and the intentions to use the form aligns with one another. So in using that example, like you can see, Greg Shane with Arc Lamp and Jeff Woodruff has best on intentions and best on statistical form and third best on greenie points, but no other details to go by because it hasn't collected any of that data yet. So a little bit of an interesting runner for me, that you don't know what to expect. And that's in the second race. So then you can go to Arc Lamp in the second race, and you can see, it's a first timer, so don't know what to expect, but have to be wary of something like that. If I move on to the next race, you see Adam Marcus here. There's a lot of good rankings, not so good on median speed, and ranked first on all of these with the average ranking of 4.4. Dean Canema area, Irish Morning has some really good 3.76 average ranking. So essentially we use all this information to preempt the day, and also as the day goes ahead, I switch on the ODR or on-day rules, and the on-day rules will then help me in learning from the day, see which are the better trainers, which are the better draws for the day, and see how that affects the rankings during the day. So good idea to put the on-day rules on. And also a really good idea is to check the AI, artificial intelligence, and the machine learning on the side here, and just see if there's a little bit of a gap between the top runners, and you can rank them by AI, and you sometimes get some really interesting outsiders that basically shows there's a really decent chance of them trying to compete. And the higher out of 100, the better the chances of it competing. Nothing really standing out much at the moment yet today, but interesting day ahead, and Hope that these exotics will hit. Again, on Monday we proposed a 4,320 Rand pick 6, and that paid out 557,000. So yeah, that is a very good story. One of our users actually cut it down to 288 Rand for 10% and collected 57,000. So and hopefully they come quicker. Maybe today is another one of those. So my advice would be play the pick 6 or the PA or the bipot every day for $100, and over a week or 10 days it will be profitable. Till tomorrow, guys, have a great day.